semester. That's the things that you have to be able to finish before your summer vacation, and that's always a tough thing to do. Not saying that the course is difficult, but because the deadlines are so close to the summer season. But that's a long way ahead of us right now. But that's the core competence courses, and like Outi mentioned, then we have two different kind of groups of courses additionally. So one of them being also, of course, the thesis project, and Sayal is here to tell you more about that. There you have the thesis planning and the thesis project and report. And then we have complementary competence courses. For example, Outi mentioned the intercultural communication, but then we also have the InnoHub and the research-based development. And the last, where you have those empty boxes there, meaning that, like Outi mentioned, you have to get the rest of the courses somewhere, and Outi will, like she mentioned, she will share you wisdom about that. I'm part of the innovation course. I'm not part of the ethics course. I'm part of the business design course and business analytics course, and not the digital transformation management. So usually we have two teachers in most of the courses. So you will get to know also other teachers than me. And for example, like I said, in the innovation course, we will be taking care of that by Sayal, who is here as well. So we will be welcoming you there very soon. Now, the part that I mentioned that is not clearly expressed in the study guides or promotional material, that's the center of this building. Those names and labels are not name of courses or content of the courses or mandatory tasks. That's the circle that you are actually building here by yourself. So I'm not saying you have your history, you have your expertise, you have your experiences, you are not, and we are expecting that you are not coming without any content in this area. But the idea is that each course, of course, will have the course-specific objectives, content, requirements, expected results, and so on. So you will get kind of instant results during the courses and at the end of each of the courses, and that's of course the way the courses normally work, and that's how we work here as well. The thing that you benefit most is when you connect the content of and the experiences that you get and the outputs and outcomes you get from each course, when you connect those together in a way that is beneficial for you. For example, like I said, hopefully you haven't forgotten all about the strategy course, because now that we start the innovation course, the benefit that you get is, or sort of additional benefit for yourself, is when you connect the content of strategy course with the content of the innovation course, and later on with the other courses. So like it's mentioned there, the strategy course provides you, hopefully you agree with me about that, but it provides you skills and capabilities of or related to strategic renewal. In a similar way, in the innovation course, like I've said, you get the full content, the full benefit of that course, including the innovation culture, how to develop the innovation culture on organizational level, how to lead an innovation team, and so on, and many other aspects as well. But the core idea or the benefit for yourself is that you get this kind of tactical level, which is in between the strategy and operational. So you get that middle level wisdom of how you actually make a difference in any kind of organization through innovations. And similar way, other courses, you get decision-making related wisdom, you get value cycle and brand related issues, you get how you actually make or deliver transformation or change, and data and how to create insight from any kind of data. So not relying only on the title and the content of the course, but also you will get more out of this program when you connect the things that you have learned and all the insights that you have personally achieved when you connect those together. The inner circle, I believe the inner circle is the one that it's highly personal. It's kind of the resource that you can build based or by going through this program, and that's you can make it very unique and very valuable, not only for yourself but for your current employees and also the future coming challenges or interests and objectives you have. So something to think about now on the very first day, but kind of also a positive challenge that you have to, that's not written on any description of any course, but that's something that I recommend you to do. So that's the structure. I have few, like I said, I have few tips, which is or pieces of information about the innovation course. So you have to enroll the course in BEPI. So if you have done it, let's say if you have done it like last week or early this week, then I have probably accepted you already into course. If you have done it today or yesterday, so then it's kind of pending. It doesn't mean that there wouldn't be enough room in the course. Of course, there is. It's just that I will do the next check after this session, maybe 3 o'clock today, and now and also during the Monday morning. So if some of you takes the or makes the enrollment during the weekend, so there's no problem. You will be accepted for the course anyway. The Moodle site. So the Moodle is the learning platform that we use. And the Moodle platform that for that specific course will open on next Monday. So by enrolling now, even if and when it's accepted and you are accepted for the course, now you don't see the course in Moodle, or you can see that maybe the title, but you cannot access the course. So on next Monday, about 1 week before the first lecture, the Moodle will and all the introductory material will be available to you. So like Outi mentioned about the whole program of today and the content of the program, and about studying also what it comes to the innovation course. If you have questions about the course and the lectures and so on, so you don't have to, when the Moodle opens on next Monday, so you don't have to wait until the first lecture if you have any questions. So please, you can send your questions to me and Zayal even before the first lecture. So if you have anything to ask, or if you want to find out something about what is related to the either the course or participation of the lectures and so on and so on. So as you learned already during the first course, so I like to speak a lot. So now I think I will hold a break and check if anyone has any questions right now. So if my colleagues could check the chat, because currently I cannot see it. So if there are any questions in the chat.
Yeah, actually, I have followed the chat, and there was one question which I kind of tried to answer to,
Okay.
and it was about the for those who joined this summer open YAMC.
Yeah.
Could you clarify about the course that was in January? It was about what was that? The
Just
futures and
yeah.
strategies, business renewal, and etc.
Yeah.
So,
For those students who hasn't already taken all the strategy course, so we will provide you information about that. I would say hopefully during the September. Uh, And even if you haven't taken the course, that's no barrier for participating the innovation course, and you will succeed in the innovation course. So don't worry about that. Don't also There's no need to worry about uh, proceed. Will it make will it make difficult to proceed in this program if I haven't done the futures and strategies? No, we will provide you information about that, how you can actually uh, get the content but unfortunately I don't have the information right now, but we will
mhm.
explain it.
Yeah,
So
but
nothing to worry about.
yeah, but anyway, I think that it will be organized in January, February, right? Next year as well,
Yeah,
if there
it
is
will be.
intake.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's one option. The course will be organized, but the challenge is that it's the entrance examination
Mm.
course, and the content will, of course, the basic content is the same, but all the exercises, all the other things will be different. And then, of course, the main audience for that course in that case are the students applying for the degree program next year. So, but let's see.
Yeah.
We will find a solution. We are
Yes.
quite good at that, finding the solutions.
Innovative
Yeah,
solution.
exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Maria, and there was someone else who has got the same question, or actually had before this session. So you don't have to be worried because it will be organized so that you can complete
yeah,
the credits.
yeah, yeah. So
So
the
another, yeah, sorry.
ch challenge is that, of course, the one option is that if you would find a quite similar strategy course, which is taught or organized by some other University of Applied Sciences, that's one option to proceed, I guess. Uh, but the challenge is that because of the story that I just told you, that we've tried to find a gap. It also means that many of these courses are kind of combination of content and areas of theory or applied sciences that you cannot easily find somewhere else, making it, the replacement is quite difficult
Mm.
for the core competence courses.
Yeah,
Not
unique.
impossible.
Yeah, unique selling proposal found for
Yeah,
this
yeah,
program.
exactly, exactly.
And another question is about related to your courses. Actually, I have told some of the students who have called me on
Yeah,
mobile. That's great. I like if people call. Old school is sometimes very much faster than,
yeah.
ping pong playing by emails. So, how about the recordings for the lectures? If there are some kind of obstacles which you cannot overcome when online is live. live broadcasted. So is it possible to get the recordings? I have told the students it's always up to the teacher and actually the topic of course. If it's available, it's not automatically available anyway. But what do you say, Henry, about your courses, in your courses?
In my courses, I would have had the same answer that it depends on the teacher. But in my courses, I would say that 90% of the lecture content containing the lecturing part will be recorded and provided for the students. But of course, the lectures, again, depending on the course, the lectures might contain other issues as well. So not everything is about lecturing, and those parts are usually not recorded. So that's the motivation for participating the lectures. Of course, I understand, and I'm quite sure that every other teacher understands as well that you are working and you have families and you have other duties. That's it's perhaps impossible, fit all the lectures to your personal schedule, and that's perfectly okay. At least in my courses, I don't have any kind of limitations for that. But basically, in each course, we have, at least in my courses, so we have these introduction slides or videos where everything is told. There are also the kind of the rules that we have on each course. So whether the lectures are recorded or not, is there a delay between the lecture and the recording, publishing the recording? Should you announce or should you contact the teacher if you can't get into the lecture or not? And things, at least in my courses, so all those things will be informed you before the first lecture.
Yeah, the practicalities, those could be
Exactly.
called
Yeah.
practicalities. In Moodle, Mira asks here, and do we get any more detailed agenda of the lectures? And it applies to this question as well, that in Moodle, which will be opened about the time when the lectures or the course itself starts, there would be all those,
Yeah.
practicalities, rules and regulations, and, everything that you need to know. We cannot cover every other teachers now, but for ourselves we can.
Yeah.
And I got the same
Yeah.
system as Henry has.
Yeah. And also what you need to achieve, how not only how many points, but what are the mandatory exercises, what are not, and what are the deadlines. All the deadlines will be announced. Again,
Yeah.
at least in my courses, all the deadlines will be
Yes,
announced beforehand,
probably
and
probably everything else as well, or in the other courses as well, because
I would say that's the case. In most cases, yes.
yeah. And then let me see. Then Maria asks, so if I have not enrolled yet and have not completed anything, I need to enroll now. Yes. And when you go to PEPI and your PSP, the personal study plan, it shows you very clearly which courses are open for your enrollment and which courses are coming somewhat later and which courses have been enrolled already and approved. So it's something that is very easy to do. But as I'm not a student, I cannot kind of show it now. But maybe if we have time, we can take a guinea pig, one of you doing that online and showing it to the others if needed. It's an easy procedure because it gives you a toggle where you just click enroll. And when it comes to the complementary studies, it's a bit more complicated, and especially if you have to find a course from from other universities of applied sciences because, well, there is a cross-study platform which is integrated to PEPI, but it's not very clear and not very easy to use nowadays. But anyway,
I do have one question about that, about finding complementary courses from other universities, because we are only really able to see the schedule for our current courses from Lab University starting on Monday. Is it too late to register for other university courses for the fall semester? Is that something we have to wait until the spring in order to be able to do?
No, most of the courses in the cross-study platform, well, some of the courses are hop on, hop off. And there is something happening all the time. And as I told you before, so I will send you a list of those courses for this fall semester, which are offered in Lab University in technology and other divisions. But the cross-study system, it's also a system that I cannot say that it's then and then because it varies very much. It's up to the course. But if you need any assistance, we can have an online then at some point, as our courses are such that you should enroll for them until by the end of this month, 31st of August. But if you failed for some reason, it's always possible to contact the teacher, the respective teacher, and ask whether it would be possible to join the course still. But of course, we hope that everybody goes according to the timetable and schedule and deadlines. And well, there is a very specific question, I guess, that Josia or Josia, I don't know how to pronounce your name, sorry. But there are lectures. Are these your lectures, Henri? As it says that I would like to ask the online lectures 2nd of September, 7th of October, and 4th of November, are they, oh, no, there is something, are they recorded? Josia, is it your course, Henri? Can you recognize it immediately?
Yeah, that's the innovation course, and like I mentioned, most of the lecturing traditional, or those are not traditional lecturing, but lecturing parts will mostly be recorded, but the lectures include also other kind of activities that are not recorded. And also hopefully we have visiting lecturers at least in one or two of those lectures, and the recording of that part, it's dependent on the visiting guest. So if he or she says that unfortunately my content will or cannot be recorded, so then obviously it cannot be done.
Right. Yeah, there will be breakout room discussions and sharing and such, which are not recorded.
Yeah.
In nearly every course. Okay, then research-based development was not mandatory course. If I cannot participate this autumn to that, so no worries. And is it possible to choose something other besides that if I see fit? Mira's question was about that. Research-based development is in complementary competence. And it's highly, highly, highly recommended to be taken because it helps you in your thesis process quite a bit. Or what would you say, Henri?
Yeah, exactly. And not only in the thesis project, but also in other courses as well, because now we are studying and you are studying in the master's degree program. So it's pretty much the expectation in all courses that you develop your own research-based development skills throughout the courses. So that specific course will help you and is beneficial for most the other courses. But of course, for the thesis, definitely I would recommend.
Yeah, and of course it can help in your work as well if you get
Yeah,
development projects which need, research background and so forth, which is very probable.
exactly.
Yeah. And well, this is question from Hanna. How about the course Master's Degree Program Business in Moodle? Should we get in automatically? Yes, I have been told that it's a self-registrative course, and some of you have had problems with registration. I can add you there. And some of you I have advised to take contact to our student ID help, but otherwise, I suppose that Hanna, you are not there, so I add you there today. And it's not a course, but it's a kind of general platform gathering all the essential information related to our master's degree program together, and also the announcements related to this program are sent by using that platform very often on the top of the emails. And then let me see. Inka is asking, is it possible to complete the degree in reverse way? I mean, start with the thesis planning course, etc., and write thesis before starting the basic courses. What would you say, Henri or Sayal?
I would rely on Sayal's opinion in this one.
Okay, so thank you so much. I think it is possible. I think, but you should first start by attending the master's thesis info seminar, and then if you have some research topic in mind or some thesis topic in mind, so please do send me an email, and then we can take it from there. And yeah, so it's possible, but I would request you to please start by first attending the master's thesis info seminar, and so that the thesis process will be clear for you if you want to start planning for the thesis early. Okay, so we have another follow-up question. When is the seminar? So the first seminar would be arranged early next month. So I would also send all of you an email for that, and you're welcome to attend the thesis info seminars, and we will be also arranging similar the seminars uh, on a regular basis. So if you are not able to attend the seminar next month, so we will also have some similar seminars at the regular intervals, and also we will try to record this particular seminar. So if you want to listen to the recording, and then maybe you have some more questions for me, so please do send me an email. Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Sayal. And yeah, well, Inka will contact you. I had another student who asked the same, and I told him the same thing. And well, it's up to you. So, Master, this info is a very crucial step towards the actual thesis work, which might be very useful when you are developing something or researching something in your work. So it goes along your studies. And then Fung Nguyen, you have sent something that I cannot read. Wait a minute, if I can make it bigger. You have sent the registrations here about the courses, but do you have a question? Is there a question related to your screenshot where you have the registered courses? Fong Nguyen? Maybe not. Maybe it was just.
Yes, I don't have any question. I just want to say for people that I registration with the course very easy and it's successful, because I see many friends so worry about this and just say.
Yeah, it's just clicking the correct buttons and courses, and actually you cannot register to those courses which are not available. So in in your study plan, the actual, the core courses, cannot go wrong, I would say.
One
Yeah,
thing, sorry, Outi, may I mention about maybe one or two things about a course that might, if you look the study guide, you might be surprised that the InnoHub course is divided into at least 2 semesters. So there is 2.5 points and 2.5 points. That's kind of a technical issue in the study guide. So the InnoHub course is a project course. It's an independent project course, not mandatory course, highly recommendable for all of you, but you can start that course at any time you want. So it's all the materials are available in Moodle. So once you register or enroll, and then you will be accepted for the course, then you have all the materials. So, and it also, I think the current version says that the course will be ending in the end of July next year, but basically the new version of the course will start immediately after that. So it's rolling ongoing course throughout the semesters. So don't it might raise some questions or look or you might be amazed at what does this mean, but that's basically only a technical thing in the study guide. So it's ongoing course. Thank you.
Yeah, there are some people dropping in from another session right now. The SES students. Do you have any other questions right now? We can wait for a while so that the SES students can get in and join our group. And then we have Sayal, but let's wait just for a while. Yes.
Yeah, I thought while we wait, I could introduce myself,
Okay.
since I was also in the SES group and therefore late for this session. I hope all the Circular Economy Solutions students have found their way here. My name is Petra Ylikovero. I'm the degree manager for all the master programs in the Faculty of Business and Hospitality Management. Outi is the tutor teacher for both of these, our English taught master programs. Welcome to study at lab from my side as well. I see that you have been going through the idea and the content of the BICC master program, and for the circular economy students, there are also courses that are familiar for you from your curricula. So like I already told you in the previous session, you will be studying business courses together with this business innovation, culture and creativity group. So, and all the, now, like Outi mentioned, Sayal will soon tell about the master, the thesis process, how it goes in the Faculty of Business. And that's why we joined here and didn't stay with the technology and design students. The process is pretty much the same, but then each faculty has their own ways to implement it, and we have our own Moodles and so on. But for the business innovation students, nice to meet you, and I will be here this whole afternoon as well and answer if there are some questions that I'm able to answer. But welcome.
And Yeah, sorry. Thank you, Petra. And sometimes when there are such questions which are not very common, or actually kind of unique problems or issues in the air, then I have to, or we talk with Petra, and Petra is the person who really decides at the end what happens with such situations which are not which hasn't happened before, for example. But anyway, we are in touch with Petra all the time. Sorry? Sanna, did you want to ask something or comment something?
No, just some audio problems, but no comments.
Okay. Yeah. Once or this morning there was one phone call, and the person had some background noise there, and sorry, I said that what kind of dog do you have? And actually it was a baby. I was so ashamed. But anyway, yes. So before we go to Sajal, I would like to hear some comments about this morning and this start of this session. Are you confused? How do you feel now? Is your head full of information? Do you know what to do next? You can take your turn freely.
I will start. Somebody
Okay,
have to be
thanks.
first. So, at least for me, this morning has been very interesting, and I went through yesterday evening that what was the call, lab key information. So that helps me understand also the material what was shared today. So I recommend everybody to check if not yet. I like to ask, there was question, what is this master degree program business course? What was mentioned? And I think somebody else asking also, because at least for me, I cannot see anything else in my Moodle dashboard, that lab key.
I think that it's the model. It's not the course. I actually mentioned already that it's not the course, but it's the model platform where we collect, or we have collected everything related to the.
Okay, so this lab key.
Yeah, no, it's not lab key.
Okay, so it's
another.
something
Are you in
else.
Seth or in BICC?
BICC.
BICC, yes. So then you should be able to get. Wait a minute, I can show it.
Okay, so then
some
I
of the students
probably
have
missing
had
also that one.
Yeah, some of the students have had some problems in getting into that, even though it should be also self-registrative thing. And as I said before, Hanna probably.
Sorry, at least for me, there is like you cannot enroll yourself in this course.
Yeah, and it should be open.
I cannot open it once
I believe she's mentioned a few times that it will automatically open for us on Monday. That it will automatically enroll us starting on Monday, and we'll have access to it.
Oh no!
I understood that it was the one course that is opened on Monday. So this is the whole thing that I cannot access now.
Yeah. The innovation course will be,
yeah.
If you have enrolled, then you will automatically get access to innovation course without just signing up the Moodle like in a regular way. So you will get the access, but the course is not yet open for you, but that's only for the innovation course.
Yes, exactly. So we are kind of mixing up the courses, which is not a surprise. But anyway, I try to share this one, which we were talking about. Yeah, this is my model, not the surprise, not the student model. But anyway, in model, there is a master's degree program business.
Okay, so that I don't have.
Okay, but you can go and search it with the search
Can I
function.
maybe share my screen because I cannot take a screenshot, but I have this here, but I cannot participate in. Oh, actually, I cannot share. I don't have the possibilities, but
Yes,
it
you
says
should
that
have.
you cannot
I
enroll yourself
Mira,
in this course.
Mira, can you see 3 dots there on the right-hand side? Click that one. There should be option
No.
for no, okay.
No.
I'll write an
If I may.
email to the IT department right now and ask about the enrollment and what if there is some problems about it. But hopefully they'll answer us within next 2 hours.
It seems a bit stuck.
Yeah, but it's good to know that it should be there, so cannot miss anything if don't know. Okay, but hey, sorry, I have this innovation calling Ruokarobotti coming in 3 minutes, so I have to pick up my food. But yeah, this has been very interesting and I'm waiting to study, and now I can see my robot there, so I will be off a couple of minutes. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Josi asks if it's me to discuss about the PSP personal study plan. Yes, it's me. It's part of your studies to have a one-on-one discussion with me, and in case you cannot wait until the October when I open the timetable for time slots, then you can ask for on-demand time with me, as some of you already have done. So anyway, that Moodle problem has kind of surprised me because it should be such that everybody could, register themselves in this directly. Yeah, I have seen, Christina, that screenshot several times, and the advice is always when you meet that kind of problems yourself, take or send an email to the help desk, student IT help desk. They should be able to help you. Unfortunately, we don't have access to every system so that we could fix. But in case you have problems with access to this certain master's Moodle, and it should be there, you can write your name now into the chat and I will add you there. Mirka Partanen and Hanna Mutanen, I have those names here already jotted down, so I will add you in a while. Hanna, yeah.
Yeah, hi, this is Maria Manielkina speaking. Actually, I also have several questions. For example, if I have already passed a few courses at OBO and at Alto, can they be considered as complementary studies? And what should I do?
Yeah, actually,
so I already have transcripts of records. I already have credits for that. So what are my next steps?
I think that's Petra. Could you please? I heard this question. Was it from you or somebody else? That can the similar courses which you took in order to get into this program, which are done in some other universities, can they be used as complementary studies as you have got the study record?
They can be used as complementary as part of your degree as long as they are master. First of all, sorry? So first of all, they need to be master level courses.
Mm-hmm.
And then they can't, the contents can't be same as or overlapping the contents that you are studying here, or they can't be Yeah, well, those are the main two things. First of all, master level courses, so no candidate level courses. That's a bachelor. Those are only useful for the bachelor level degrees. And then it's about the content. They have to be business. They should be business related. Since you're doing a business degree. And the content can't be overlapping our courses.
Yes,
But
thank you.
once you have the discussion with OTI, then the ones you book for this autumn, at some point, you don't need to rush with those. But in that discussion, you present her what you have, and then you will see if they fit. And if you have some questions that you can't decide, then I'll help you to make the decisions. But
Yes,
those are discussions that you go through with your tutor teacher.
yes, thank you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, that's great. Thank you. Actually, yes, they are master level and they are business related. So my next steps are to discuss with OTI to send the descriptions and the transcript of records, and then it's decided.
No, you are not. I will just check if they are overlapping with the courses which you are going to take in this program. But if they are master's level, you have to do, what is it called? Help me, Petra.
RPL, recognition of prior learning.
Yes, exactly.
And instructions about that are on that Moodle level, this master program Moodle course. So all these kind of instructions are there, and that's why it's now important that you all get access to that Moodle, because it's kind of a notice board and like
information.
Information channel, and that's where we like to have all the necessary information available for you. And also often they are links to elab.fi, since that's the site where most of the information is.
Sayal, I will ask the Moodle admins add you to this Moodle platform, because
I already did.
Okay, good.
As I sent the email about the problem.
Good, thank you.
So did I understand it correctly that I first send information to OTI? Once it is accepted, then I go for the recognition?
Yes.
Yes, perfect. And similar with work experience?
Sorry?
And similar is with working experience. So we first discuss with OTI, and if it is confirmed, then I process with this course as well.
Well, I put a link to chat about the recognition of prior learning. You can check the basic principles there. Mainly, there is no placement or training or such in master programs. That's in bachelor level. So there's not really for the working experience. Then if you have some knowledge, there is a way to show it. But check the instructions, book the personal study plan meeting with OTI at some point, and then continue with that. But you are not in a rush with that. You have those courses completed, and they are still there in 1 month's time.
Yes, thank you. Was related to working experience course.
As Petra tried to say, that we don't have such course or such section, such credits in master's programs. It's only in the bachelor's program where you can get credits for your work experience.
Yes, thank you.
your work experience could be of very good use when you are doing your thesis, but separately it cannot be counted into your studies.
And also we have, like I mentioned, we have the InnoHub course where you don't automatically get credits based on your working experience, but basically you can use that working experience to complete that course. So that's also one option.
Josia, research writing online is probably not the first course to be taken right now. I think that you will get the key to that course. It's 1 credit and it's part of the thesis planning. And when you are starting the thesis planning, then you probably get the key to the thesis writing as well, I guess.
Yeah. So thank you, Oti, for answering that question. Actually, I was going to, answer that question for, Josia and also for, everybody when I would, introduce myself. So I was waiting
Yeah.
for that, but but it was good that you already answered. Yeah. So Josia, you would get, more information about when you attend the thesis info, the seminar, and of course this course opens on next the Monday, but it is part of the thesis planning the process. So when we discuss about the thesis planning process, so you would have more information about the research writing course, and you would be also allocated a research a mentor. And regarding to your second question, which is about the cooperation with the working partner, so that would also be explained more in depth when we will be having the thesis info seminar. So that is about how you can sign an agreement with a company that you are going to write your thesis for. If you have a company and if you wish to write a thesis with a working a company, so how would you sign? So all those particular details would be explained at the time of the thesis info seminar. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm taking your topics to the stage too early. Sorry for that. There was an idea from Ella to comment in LinkedIn, and then there was a question about very important thing. At what time are we going to end this session? And basically, in the schedule it says that we are here from 12 to 3 p.m. And well, now I will give the stage officially to Sayal. And after that, we have got time for Q&As. Then we can have a short break, 10 minutes or 15 minutes, so that you can run around your house or take a cup of coffee or so. And then after that, I hope that you will stay here for introducing yourselves, because it gives you so much more when you have heard something about the people you're kind of working with in the same program for more than this session. Okay, be our guest, Sayal, please.
Thank you, Oti, and thank you, everyone. So once again, I welcome everyone to lab, and my name is Sayal. So, and I will be teaching a course with Henri, the second course, which is about the innovation and the creativity. So that is the second course for all of you, because you have already taken the the strategy course before with Henri. Yeah, so that will be start commencing from next week, and I would also be the master thesis, the coordinator for all of you. So we will be soon arranging a master thesis seminar to give you slightly more about my background. So, from my basic education, I'm a chemical engineer, and then I have done my MBA and my master's in international logistics and supply chain management, and I have a PhD in information technology management. And post PhD, I have done my post doctorate in the field of the technology management. I started working with this company called Shell as a petrochemicals engineer, and then post MBA, I started working with this Indorama Group. So I have experience in this international business. So mainly in the Southeast Asian countries. And after that, after post PhD, I have worked with Volkswagen, the consulting as a business, the consultant in Germany, Essen, and then I have been working with the Data Matrix Corporation in Seattle. Uh, and then after many years of working in the corporate life, I thought I should move to academics. So I did my postdoctorate from the Carleton University in Canada, and so I have the experience of teaching the master's student during my post doctorate, and then after that I was working in China for about 10 years before moving to Finland. And in Finland, I was working since last 7 years. I started working with Hank, and recently I joined the lab. So yeah, so that's a brief about my background. And I like to write, articles, publish papers in, the journals and so on. So that is one of the things which I'm very passionate about, and apart from teaching, of course. So if any of you are planning to write an article based thesis and so on, so and if you would like to take that route of publishing your thesis in one of the UFO journals, or if you are feeling that you would like to pursue a PhD or a doctoral studies afterwards, so I would be also happy to help you in that particular direction. But apart from that, the master's thesis, info session we'll be arranging soon next month, around the mid of the September, or at least by the third week of September. So when we have that thesis info seminar, so at that time I would be able to clarify all your questions regarding to the thesis. As you already know, and Henry has already explained to all of you, the master's thesis, it actually is of 30 ACTS. Let me just share some quick slides with you, and so that it'll be easier for me to also. Okay, so I hope all of you are able to see the slides. So the master's thesis, so it is for about 30, the ACTS, out of which the thesis planning is of 10, the ACTS, and the thesis, the reporting and thesis project is of 20 ACTS. Why it is marked with this XXX, the numbers, because these numbers you can find in your personal data plan. And about the question with Josia asked, so that I will try to explain more in detail when we have the thesis info, the seminar. And of course, more the information about the master's thesis process you can find on the site eLab, and which is a good source of the information for the master's thesis. And yeah, so all this I will explain. So, but this chart might be of interest to you right now. So this chart basically gives a brief overview about the master's thesis process at lab. So it is divided into three stages. One is the starting and planning phase. Second is the implementation phase, and the third is the finalization phase. But we will discuss this more in depth when we have the thesis the seminar. Yeah. So this is what I just wanted to explain, and there are certain things which have also changed now for and that is especially with respect to how you can use the AI tools in the activities. So that is also something that we are going to discuss, and that how because now the times are changing, and so you must be thinking that how you can use the AI tools, and how So I will also try to explain you briefly about the rules that we have at the LUT, the universities, about the AI tools, policies, and what kind of AI, the prompts that you can give to it, and also how should you document clearly the use of AI so that it can facilitate and enhance the collaborative learning, and also the understanding of the AI usage with your peers. So that is something also that I will explain, which is actually a new a phenomenon for all the universities here. Okay, so that was some short explanation from my side, but please, if you have any questions, so please do. Okay, so we have a question from Christina about okay, let me just answer this question. Uh, did our thesis needs to be done as a company, the assignment, for example, to our current workplace, or can it be done as an, independent research also? Yes, it can be done as an independent, research also. And also there are various ways that you can actually, you can actually write your thesis. So let me just again, share this 4 or 5 ways so that it will be clear. So of course you can do it as an, company, the assignment. You can also, write it as an, independent, research thesis. So, these are the 5 different types of the forms of the master's thesis that you can possibly write. So you can choose any one of these types, depending upon your passion, and depending upon your interest, or also depending upon the company that you are working for, because it might so happen that the company might already have a topic for you, and if you want to choose to write your thesis on a problem which is given to you by your workplace, so you can also write your thesis on that, and that is something that most of the masters, the students write, because they would like to help their company to solve the problems, or the challenges in their own workplace. So these are the 5 different types. Either you can do a research based the development, or you can write an applied thesis, or a thesis based on the literature review, or the research and development learning diary, or an article, the manuscript, that is, you might like to pursue your PhD afterwards, so you can choose the last route. Okay, so I'll just stop sharing this, and if you have any questions, so please do, uh, let me know. I'll be happy to answer. And also, if you have some ideas for your, thesis, so it could be vague ideas, it could be broad ideas. So you could also write an email to me, and I could also help you to refine, the topic of your thesis. So if you have some research, the topic in mind, or if you have some broad topic in mind, and if you would like my help to refine the research, the question, or if you so we could also discuss about that. So if you have some topic in mind, and if you would like my help, to formulate the research question, or to discuss your topic, and what could be the possible avenues, or the different research questions that you could come up for that particular topic, what could be the relevant the literature that you could use, you are also welcome to write to me, and we could also discuss that. And yeah, so if you have any questions which concerns the master's thesis, so please do send me an email, and we could also have some meetings if you want to discuss more about those topics and questions. Okay, so thank you. Do you have any other questions, please, for me? I'll be happy to answer now before we take a break, because I think it's been long time. So maybe all of you are also waiting for a break. So please do let me know if you have any questions. Yes, so that's a very important question. Can a thesis be confidential, meaning it is not made public if it is done for a company? Yes, and I think most of the corporations in Finland, they would like to make their thesis confidential, at least most of them. So in that case, you don't need to disclose the name of the company, also the name of the persons. In that case, you can write the thesis for a company X or a company Y, and also the name of the persons whom you are going to interview, that need not be disclosed. So yes, of course, you can keep a thesis confidential. And also when we sign the thesis, the agreement, we can also mention that to the company, that the thesis would be kept confidential. And also the thesis, if uh, if they do not want anybody to know certain the financial terms or the financial the disclosures, the names. And so yeah, so it could be kept confidential. Yeah, and it can be only accessed with the prior the permission of the company and the thesis writer. Thank you.
Hi, one question about the scheduling. When we should have latest half idea of thesis? Earlier, not later, of course, but when it should be.
Yeah, so it actually depends upon your the schedule. For example, if you already have some the topics in mind, or a couple of topics in mind, then you can send me an email, and we can discuss, and we can brainstorm that which is the topic which would be most suitable for the thesis. And if you also have some challenge which has been given by your company, that they have 4 or 5 different the challenges or the the problems, so you could also select one of them, and then you could also discuss with me. And then based upon the expertise of our different the faculty members, then we would assign the faculty member who would be having the closest the interest, and also the expertise for your topic to be supervised.
But the question
Yeah,
was,
so
when the latest? When is the latest time? I said that before graduation, but it should be in good time before graduation.
Thank you, Oti, for for that answer. Yes, that's true. I mean, if you are planning your the graduation, say by 2026 August, then at least you should start working on your thesis early next year. So say about 4 to 5 months would be the ideal time, so that you can plan your thesis process well and so on. But it actually it depends, because sometimes also some participants are able to write their thesis in a very short time. For example, 2 to 3 months. But I would say 4 to 5 months would be the ideal time that you should plan for your thesis, so that it gives you time uh, to uh, time for all the stages of the thesis, and also for the thesis the supervisors and the readers to give you feedback. Yeah.
And there was another question about the enrollment for thesis-related courses. Should we now enroll for something regarding thesis? Actually, Petra has
Thank you,
replied
Petra.
there. So thesis information session is something that, even though you are not going to start writing your thesis right now during this semester, so it would be very good to be prepared for the process in good time. Minors, we don't have minors. We have got only courses in this program, as Christian asks here whether it's possible or recommended to take a minor at Lund University. And actually, what is the system, Petra, nowadays about the Lund University courses? I think that, it's very restricted.
Yeah, you are able to take them as an open university student. And if the courses that you complete are master level courses, then yes, they can be used as part of your master degree here.
What do you, Joasia, mean by FX teaching minor?
Apologies, sorry for my shortcut. I meant, for example, to choose a teaching minor in some time to, for example, as well offer course or assist the actual teachers, obviously, and then to be the sort of assistant, so to go as well that path as within the teaching.
We don't necessarily have that kind of thing. It might be part of some project or InnoHub or something, but not as kind of minor. And by the way, you use E.G. for example. Yeah. Okay, hey, we can take some questions after the break, but let's have a break of 15 minutes, or we'll be back 1:45, so 14 minutes break. Okay.